Hello and welcome to the Hairdresser Strong Show. My name is Robert Hughes and I'm your host. I'm here with Laura Khesin, stylist and salon owner of two salons in Massachusetts. Laura, will you introduce yourself to for those of us who haven't seen your previous interviews?
Hi, guys. I am Laura, and I am a hairstylist spending 4 days a week behind the chair. I am also a mom, and I have two salons, one of which just opened 2 weeks ago.
All right, awesome. How many children do you have?
I have three,
Wow! Oh my,
three, three boys.
wow! Good for you.
I know it's
Wow.
crazy.
And I thought working 4 days a week behind the chair and running a business was a lot. Jeez.
I know it's a lot.
Um, so why don't you tell us a little bit about that? Like 4 days a week behind the chair. When do you find time? Like, how do you manage your business and family and being an operator?
So one of the things it's funny because I love doing hair. Like at the end of the day, I love getting my hands in hair. So I could see maybe at some point going down to 3 days a week, but I like freaking love it. Like I would miss it. So because and too, I'm gonna be very, very honest with you guys. That's still my biggest earner is doing hair. Owning a rental based model is you have a set income every month. It doesn't go lower unless you have an empty chair, but it doesn't go lower, it doesn't go higher. It is what it is, it's set, it is what it is. So still doing hair is my biggest income, and I love it. I would totally miss it if I didn't do enough of it. But I also have been getting better about working my working hours. I'm really trying to do 9 to 5. I back when I was younger, I would easily do 10-hour days, and it was awesome because it was very fruitful. But after a while, it takes a toll on your body. So as I've gone older, I think it's important to pace yourself, and then having three little kids, um, it's important to be around and be able to put them to bed. And I don't always make them dinner. One of the reasons I can do all of this is because my husband is super helpful, and it's a total partnership. There are no male and female like gender roles or anything like that. So he's an unbelievable partner, and he helps out a lot. So I feel comfortable taking on as much as I do, and still working 4 days a week. But yeah, so the I just to try to pace myself as best as I can day to day.
Okay. So do you just kind of work on the business kind of when you're at the salon,
Yeah,
going to
oh yeah, sorry, I
yeah.
kind of like got a little off there, but yeah, the so Wednesdays are a day where I work from home, and oftentimes because I work 9 to 5, I can come home and sneak in like a little bit more work, a little bit more responding to clients and emails and DMs. The business, however, now that the stylists are up and running, Ivy's been open for almost 4 years. Um, it I don't want to say it runs itself because I think that's a big misconception about being an independent stylist salon owner is that you can be hands off, and you really can't. However, it does, being an independent salon stylist salon owner, it takes you away from the being having a manager mindset to your stylist. They're responsible for their own business, and responding to the bulk of their clients. I'll respond to new clients that reach out to Ivy as a whole, but their own clients reach out to them, not the salon. So it takes a little bit off my plate by being an independent stylist salon owner.
Do you do all your own social media?
I do. Yeah.
Wow. You have a great social media.
Although my partner does Reveries. So she's responsible for Reverie social. So I do my own personal, and then I do IVs as well.
Do you take the pictures too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Nice. Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. So like I'll like in between, you know, if I'm have I mean, let's be real, hairstylists can eat lunch in like 10 minutes.
yeah.
So I will quickly eat, or if I have like a little bit of a process time and I don't need to eat, I'll snap a few pictures. I love coming into work a little bit early before my first client to kind of set myself up, if I want to, take a few photos, just kind of get my day going rather than coming in 10 minutes before my first client. That's actually something that I have found has helped me immensely, is getting to work a bit early. I would say 30 minutes early, and just setting my day off. I can take a few content photos and doing just a few things that I need to do to start my day well.
Okay, cool. Real quick, I want to just show our guests, the ones who are watching, to just give them a peek of your Instagram. I think it's pretty good. It's so yeah. I mean, all these pictures. Do you have like a professional camera? Or are these all done with a phone?
No, those are all iPhone, literally every single one. And what I do too, as a salon owner, I use the Repost app, the one that you pay for. So a lot of it is a repost from my stylist. And sometimes I use their captions, because we like, captions are the hardest thing to do. So I try to use their captions as much as I can, but if it doesn't quite fit, then I'll just quickly adjust the caption.
Okay, cool.
But yeah,
Yeah.
all those are done on an iPhone.
Do y'all have like a ring light or something in your shop?
No, we have floor to ceiling windows in the front of the
Uh,
salon, but we do have a ring light for nighttime. But the natural lighting is by far your best lighting.
yeah, I mean, this lighting is incredible, and that space. Like, let's see if we can get some pictures of the space real quick. So yeah, I mean, look at that. That space,
Yes, those are the.
amazing,
I mean, I guess not quite ceiling, but there's huge windows right in the front of
and a
the salon.
skylight too.
And the skylight, yeah.
Nice. So how
The
many?
the lighting is one of the first things. This was not a salon when I built it out. It was a old photography studio that was run down, and but the potential, as you can see, was there. The windows were there.
Nice. So how many stations do you have?
So we actually there was 6 hair stations, and we took out that center table because we found that, especially with COVID, there wasn't a need for that much seating.
Yeah.
We had this waiting area to the left of this table, and I put in 2 additional stations, but one of them's open for possibilities.
All
I
right.
haven't quite decided yet, and the other one, we have a brow and lash stylist, a
Okay.
brown lash specialist.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. And that's your team.
Yeah, that's some of them. One of them has left, and then one of them is my partner too. So she's not technically there. I have to update some of these photos still, but that's
Okay.
the majority of them. Yeah, a lot of them have been there since day one.
Cool. Uh, awesome. Well, so you all heard it here. If anyone's interested, and you have a chair open, or you haven't decided if you're gonna rent it out yet?
No, we don't have one at Ivy, but we do have a couple chairs left at Reverie, so
Okay.
which is
All
in
right.
Cambridge.
Okay. Cool. So if you're interested, you should reach out. Um, where should they reach out? Where should they go, to Ivy Hair Loft or?
Yeah, you can go to Ivy Hair Loft or Reverie Hair Studio.
Okay, and I'll put those tags in the captions
Okay,
on Instagram, and
perfect.
so people can go straight there. Or if you want to just DM me, or then I can connect you, or I guess you could DM you as well
Yeah.
directly.
Oh yeah, DM me too. Yeah, you can DM the salons, you can DM me, you can even DM my partner.
Okay, awesome, and I'll put those I'll put those in the caption. Um, so I guess at this point, I would like to say, do you have any advice or like tips for, let's say, somebody who's a stylist who wants to open up a salon or go independent? Anything, or maybe another salon owner. Anything that comes to your mind?
Yeah. So I totally do. Network with a bunch of stylists. Like, get to know stylists in your area. They're going to be your best asset for your team of like your board of advisors, like people that you can ask questions to. What did you do in this situation? Whether they're a salon owner and you want to become a salon owner, or they're independent and you want to go independent, like network with stylists. And then when you open your own salon, then you have a bunch of people to reach out to. So I would definitely say network with a bunch of stylists. And honestly, save your money, invest your money, make, I know that's like so broad and a whole other thing, a whole other topic, but I think in this day and age, we tend to spend a lot, and I wouldn't have gotten to where I am and been able to do what I do if I hadn't invested some money and saved money. So, spend wisely, spend a little bit, especially when you're trying to build up, especially as a younger person too. Save your money and then invest it. And you can talk to a financial advisor or whoever, what that looks like for everybody, because it could be a little different, but network and save your money.
Awesome. That's good. I mean, I wish I would have taken some advice on saving money when I started. I spent so much money when I was in my first like 5 years or so of my career.
Oh my gosh.
And once those tips started coming in, I was like, party,
Yeah, 100. Like I was like, if I have $100 in my bank account, that's cool. The rest is spending money. Yeah, it takes everyone a little while to learn, but I think, but that's one of the best things that you can do if you're looking, if you have some goals of salon ownership or even being independent, because starting that you need a bit of money to get all your stuff to start your own business.
Yeah, cool. That's great advice. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks.
This is great. I like to end all of my interviews with a laugh by asking
Yep.
my guests to share their most embarrassing
Thought about
moment.
this one.
Yeah. Do you have one that you'd like to
Yes,
share?
I
Okay.
do. All right. So when I was assisting, it was like probably my first couple weeks assisting, and the big blonde guy at the salon, who's like the best colorist, won best of Boston and stuff, asked me to mix up a glaze. And so I'm not going to name color lines, but I used a different color line in school, and then we were using a different color line at the salon that I was working at. So I go back to the counter and I get the glaze and I put the developer in and I mix it up and I put it on the client. It's probably like my first or second time doing this at the salon. And 2 minutes in, the client is like, it's burning, it's burning, it's burning. And I freak out. I'm like, it's burning, to the stylist. And he's like, rinse it. So I rinsed it out, and he goes, and it's all very performative. Like, we're like making a scene here. And he goes over to the counter and he opens up this other developer, which was not the developer that I used, because I used permanent, probably 40 volume developer for her semi-permanent glaze. And he opens up the semi-permanent developer, smells it, and he's like, this is bad. This went bad, and dumps the entire bottle of developer. That developer was probably like $18, which in a big salon is like not horrible, but dumped the whole thing out. And in my head, I was like, I'm never going to tell him. I'm never going to tell him that wasn't the developer that I used, because I used the permanent 40 volume developer on her glaze. And to this day, he has no idea.
Oh, he does now?
Yeah, he's going to know now.
That's
I
pretty
didn't name names, but he probably knows who he is. If he hears this, he knows.
Nice. That's awesome. Well, you got away with it.
I got away with it. I did fine. I did okay.
Nice. Good. At least it wasn't the wrong color. Jeez.
I know. I prefer that over, making a blonde, a brunette at the shampoo sink.
Oof, goodness. All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Your story is great, and I'm sure a lot of people get a lot out of it too. And
wonderful.
And these the booth rentals and or not suites, but the booth rentals. It seems to be a growing trend in the industry, and so I'm really happy to have interviewed you, because I've only interviewed one other one, and they had just kind of like getting started. The person I interviewed was kind of just getting up and running. So it's cool to also have another perspective of somebody who's been doing it for a while and gave it a lot of thought. So thank you so much for sharing.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, until next time, take care and stay safe.